is the man whom God corrected, who he convicts, who he chastens. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Watch this. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. God whoops you, or he allows you to be afflicted, it allows you to be scarred, but then he heals you, which means that it's purposeful. Are you listening? He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. I want to talk to you from this, because many of you are going through. How many of y'all going through something? Come on, let me see your hands. Don't play. And you've been trying to pray and deal with it, but seems like it's unending. Let me see your hands. Okay. Well, then I got the right message. Just look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, this is the final test. Say, this is the final test. Then the breakthrough. The final test. People of God, the lesson today is continue to instill spiritual values as it relates to trusting God. When seemingly there's no movement from God, it is important to know that the Lord will never tempt you, but with each level there will be exams. Exams which are to prove our loyalty, because he does not want us to abort what he's going to do through us. That's why in Deuteronomy chapter number 8, he begins to tell them where he's going to bring them. God has told some of you what he's going to do in your life. As it relates to me, God used to let me see myself preaching and I'd be high. I couldn't really get high, and that's why I believe that I would get so high until other people that got high would say, man, you're going to kill yourself, because I could never get that high, because when I did, I would see myself preaching, I would hear messages, and I know that didn't match. I'd be in the dope house, and the dope people be talking about, Tate, don't blow my high, because I start talking about the Lord. Stuff that I had remembered that had been taught in Sunday school, in purity class, in sunshine band. When I would get high, what was in me would come out. Y'all ain't talking well. And I would be messed up because I would be tormented because there were 2 nations in me. Both of them were pulling. And let me tell you something. You do not want to be antagonized by God. I'm talking about messed up. But look at somebody and say, thank God for it. I found that I had to change my prayer in order to get results. That's right. That's right. Y'all got to stay with me. If we don't shout, can I just teach today? I found that I had to change my prayer in order to get results. I better say that on this side. I found that I had to change my prayer. And don't look at me funny, I felt the same way. I had to change my prayer in order to get results, because I was praying sincere prayers, but they were not the will of the Father for my life. And you got to love God. Oh Lord, see, let me talk to you. Let me help y'all. Because this is the thing. You know this is a thin line between love and hate? It's a thin line. Y'all know this. Stop that, man. So these people, they think, I saw that in a group. It was slow drag. Because I was praying for real, but what I was was not God's will for my life. You can be praying for real and sold out and not get results. And that's how frustration comes in. Because when you're praying and doing all of the things that you're taught and told to do and there are no results, it can blow your mind. But I found out that some things I'm praying about, it's not his will. Well, so it's getting quiet now. I'm preaching now? Okay, good. I wanted things, status. Can I be real with y'all? Positions. What am I talking to? We want status, we want things, we want position, we want recognition, we want to be a household name. Can I talk to y'all? And I'm not trying to talk about preachers, but if you ain't living right, you foul. You don't need to be preaching till you get right. I know preachers that will preach you under the seats, but put big sweatpants on and go to the strip club and have girls sit on their lap. Y'all ain't talking to me. See, this is a real serious thing. Can I talk? This is a real serious thing. And you know from being in the game, we know that if you ain't real about it, you're going to get overtaken. See, you're going to have to be real about what you're doing now. If you're going to be saved, be saved. Come on, somebody. If you're going to play, just play and come to church. But don't act like you're saved. Because if you do, I want positions, status. I wanted to preach and everybody fall out. Y'all ain't talking here. You know this ain't just for preaching, don't you? And there's nothing wrong with having ambitions within reasons and God's will for your life. My answer came from God through a man of God in his 80s who would ask what he wanted from God at that stage in his life. Mind you, he already has a mega church. Mind you, he already has status. Watch this. His response was something I'll never forget as long as I live. He said he wanted to know how he could be used by God. Already have a mega church. See, this is heavy stuff. It's simple, but if you catch it's powerful. He already had a mega church. He already has status. He already had money. And in his 80s, when you want to kind of relax and cruise, he wants to know how he can be used in the service of God. And then he was asked, after all you've done in ministry, 80 plus years old, and that's what you're asking for, and this statement shall forever be in my mind. He said, I wasted a lot of time doing things.